Oh, yeah. Welcome to the show Interview with the Dealer, where the dealer of the Rhino Party has a special guest each week. And today we have Donowan Kenobi. And you have the luck, Donovan, to interview me. So, as my guest, you can interview the dealer and ask the question you want to ask.
It is a blessing, and I am
Yes.
pleased to be able to ask you questions.
That's why I'm here in my prime minister office.
It's a beautiful office. Are those paintings yours?
Yes, I do that. I have different things. If you do a really good donation to the Rhino Party, maybe you have one that's coming. I don't know.
I like. Are you thinking of making that whole wall just rhinos?
Yes, I actually have more. I sold a few of these, and
Mm.
yes, I do that since 2007. Because when I was candidate in Sherbrooke in 2008, just before the election was called, I did 10 paintings. Um, I have none of these. Oh, this one is from 2007. Yeah. And so every time there's an election, I do a new series of painting. So most of these are from 2019. And I should make a new, fresh series very, very soon because election is coming.
Yeah, that's going to be happening. When do you think it's going to be happening?
So my feeling, I say for several months that the election will be in mid-March because the budget will be deposited by the government. But right now, Trudeau is just not giving the budget to the Canadian population. He's holding it. So it's a very, very, very strong feeling that he's gonna deposit the budget sometime, and at this moment, an election will occur, and so probably mid April, I would say, which is totally in not normal for a government to not have a budget. But it's coming, it's coming. And the good strategy of Trudeau, because he wants his majority, he's gonna write a budget that um, the opposition will say no, 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 it's we cannot do that, and so the opposition will vote against the budget, and Trudeau will say, we did not do the election. We did not do that, It's the opposition.
I kind of enjoy not having a budget, though. I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah,
It
it's been
just it's
like
like
2 years.
yeah, it's similar to how I lived in university. You just kind of spend, and then you worry about it a bit later.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Sebastian, I have just a couple of questions outside of your beautiful paintings, but let's go in depth. How do rich people think?
How do rich people think? That's a really good question. I've been thinking a lot about this question. I think the problem, well, it's not necessarily a problem, but rich people, they love money, and this is the thing. For example, someone that does not love money, or does not love earning money, or does not love multiplying money, will not get rich. Obviously, it's the same thing with sports. I mean, someone that likes to be in shape will arrange himself, arrange his schedule, arrange his activities about being in good shape and have a great health and being strong, and so it's the same thing with rich people is, but the only problem is that what they like is money. They like a lot of money and they have a lot of money. And what happens is that when you have a lot of money, the privilege you have is that you can buy other people's time to do what you want to have, or you can buy other people's products. While people that don't like money, well, for example, they stay poor, or they stay middle class or middle poor, and these people cannot afford all these things, like simple example. When you're rich, you can eat what you want. This is crazy just to think about it. It's like if I would be very rich, I could choose whatever I want to eat at any moment. Totally crazy. I'm craving cheese right now. So I need to sell one of these paintings.
Yes. Yes. No, get in on that. Well, those are so, I think, yeah, you have to keep one from each election.
Oh yeah, I do.
And then
I do.
yeah, and then you'll sell them as like a set. It'll be in like the museum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. What about I have this has always been an interesting thing, I guess, the talks about budgets and whatnot. Sebastian, what are you gonna do to make Canada get working again?
Okay, to make Canada get working again. So you imply that right now it's not working, I guess.
Oh no, get working more. Like are you gonna like steroids, right? Like I can run a lot, but if I get steroids in me, that helps
Mm,
me run quicker, right?
good,
Are you gonna
good.
like what is your steroid of choice to make
Well,
Canada go from 0 to 1,000?
yeah. Well, a rhino government, what we want to do is that we want to create 35 million new jobs to make sure that every Canadian has two jobs. So when you have two jobs, you, of course, you make more money and you're more profitable for the economy and you bring in more taxes for the government. And so if we have more taxes inside the government, we can spend more to make you happy as Canadians. This is great. And you
I like
know,
that. No, I think yeah.
yeah, and the price of the rent in big cities is very very expensive. So I don't understand how people can be able to afford to buy a house or just to live in an apartment in Vancouver or Toronto or Montreal. And so they need two jobs. So that's what we will give you, Canadians.
Yeah, no, perfect. And then
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
when it comes to apartments and like homes and whatnot, are you thinking of like how because there's like some people own 30 apartments or some people own 5,000 houses that they rent. What are you going to do to get those people to like are we going to start building more houses up north in like the territories?
Yes, exactly. That's why climate change is there to help Canada, and this is wonderful because we will be able to unfreeze the north and to build more apartments and more houses in the north. Yeah, and well, that thing about having someone that owns 5,000 apartment might be a problem. I would like if people would be more um, implied about where they live, and people that own a lot of houses to own a little bit less houses. I like the model of a cooperative where you can have something that is owned by the people who live there. It's way better like this. But anyway, just unfreeze the north and build there. We will build communities on the shore of the three oceans. It's going to be wonderful.
Yeah, it'll be beachfront property in every province if
Yeah.
there's the oceans rising up.
Who's dreaming of a beachfront property on the Arctic Ocean right now? Nobody. But soon everybody will want one.
I like that. I'm just trying to think about another question to ask you. How does it? I'll show you outside. Do you want to see what it's like outside?
Yeah, yeah. I have outside also by my window.
It's all right now.
Oh, are you in a like GMO canola field or what?
It's wheat, and outdoorsy wheat and canola.
Wheat and canola.
Sebastian, I don't know if I have any more questions for you, honestly.
That's okay. That's okay. We keep that short. the people on TikTok, they have an attention of about 7 seconds. So I mean, our interview is way not sexy for them.
Just over 10 minutes. That's no good, but oh well.
Yeah.
We'll do we'll have to figure out how to do 7-second commercial interviews, or like 7-second policy tabling.
I think, well, TikTok allowed 15-second and 60-second videos. So I think we could start and do something short and sweet.
Okay. I'll
Okay, you
get back.
ready?
I'll get some ideas there for you, Sebastian. We'll get a whole bunch of quick 15-second things going on there.
Perfect. And I like your how do you say that standing camera? I should do
even
that.
though it's like the worst thing though. I learned in school that it's like you can't, it's like terrible, but yes.
Oh no,
Yeah.
my camera.
Yes.
Don't look at the mess on my floor.
I know, we just got beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna okay. Sebastian, take care. Thank you for having me on your show.
Okay, thanks, Donovan. We'll do that again soon.
Yes. Farewell.
Have a good one.